this is Robert Smith. I'm here in Oklahoma. Actually, I'm here in my backyard, and what I'd like to do is I'd like to share a couple things with you. You know, I've seen a few videos on YouTube, and I'd like to explain how you know you're dealing with a true Faster EFT practitioner. And the reason why I say that is because FasterEFT has a totally different aiming system. That means we aim at the problem completely different. We address exactly what's going on inside the individual, then we create the changes. You'll almost never ever see a Faster EFT practitioner go, I call it the guessing game, or the broad tap, which basically means we're guessing all kinds of words and trying to figure out and just do a general, even though blah 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 blah. You almost never will see that. Now occasionally you can do that. I mean, you can use that because we're open to using everything, but FasterEFT is a direct aiming system. That means we directly aim at the individual, at what they do within themselves. So some of the key signatures of FasterEFT, and you'll know it when you see people working, is definitely at the end we use the word peace. Now you can also use any other word as an affirmation, as a state of mind. You know, take a deep breath, blow it out, and say peace. You'll notice that at the end. Also, the FasterEFT styles, we're using the tree metaphor. Now the metaphor has a great powerful process because we're using it in a specific way to tell the unconscious mind how it is that we're going to make the changes. And of course the unconscious mind is the one who actually creates the problem based on stored information. And so the nice thing about the FasterEFT process is that we're actually using the unconscious mind's resources and allowing it to be our guide and allowing the mind to heal itself or help you heal your own mind. So that's another understanding about FasterEFT. We use the tree metaphor. Another process with FasterEFT, part of the quick tap, is that we are eliminating all the sadnesses, all the fears, all the angers, all the emotional traumas, all the helplessness, hopelessness, guilt, rejections, abandonment, betrayals, anger, rage, and everything else that supports this problem. That's right. Let it go, 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 let it go. It's safe to let it go. It's okay to let it go. Deep breath, blow it out. And peace. And another major part of the FasterEFT process is actually changing the memories, the actual memories that had occurred many years ago. I know back in 1945, Milton Erickson, who you can read this in the February Man, where he had this young lady who had severe water fear and depression, and basically she came to see him and he re-imprinted her. That means gave her a new set of understandings about her past. So re-imprinting started back in 1945, and I'm sure centuries ago, I'm sure it's been around forever, because reading the scripture, something that Jesus said, and it's very important. He said something like this. Said, the eyes are the lamp to the body. If your eyes are light, your body's light. If your eyes are dark, your body is dark, and how great the darkness is. Now with that understanding, your eyes affect how you feel. What you look at, what you think affects your body, good or bad. And then later on it goes on to say, if your eyes cause you to stumble, pluck it out. With the understanding that he knows that you could be blind and still think bad things. So he's talking about, I believe, memories, changing the memories, releasing and transforming the memories. And so that's an interesting concept. So re-imprinting, repatterning your mind, restructuring how you hold things. Of course, even in current time, back in Milton Erickson, great hypnotist, he took 4 days or more to do this, and we can do it within a few minutes. Timothy Leary talked about it, Robert Anton Wilson, Robert Dilts, all about re-imprinting. That means the structure and how we have problems is thought. As a FasterEFT practitioner, what we do is we have many protocols that will go in and help transform memory and giving you a more understanding way to how to see things, you know. And the nice thing about I believe the FasterEFT thinking style is that it's very logical, very practical. I mean, there's all kinds of weird things out there that you can create, but I'm telling you, there's logic within everything. And so there's just the deal is with FasterEFT, there's like 37 plus different processes that we use to create deep internal shifts and changes. It's a major belief system, you know, believing what do you believe to be true. You know, of course, you know, the cause of all problems is because of birth. Your problem started there. And from that moment on, you begin to learn and discover how the world is. And as you discover the world, you start recording this world inside you. And then you start operating from this world and from your experiences. And then, of course, when you think about anything that happened before this moment now, as you think about it, it becomes a trance. You start to feel as if you were 12 or 4 or 10 or last week. It's a hypnotic state. When you begin to understand this is how the mind works. Our mind is just a recording database, and it stores the information. It utilizes the emotional programs, the images, the sounds, and the physical processes within us, and it creates and manifests and produces. So if you want something better, all you have to do is make peace with your unconscious mind. And of course, making peace with your unconscious mind basically means go back and change what you hold within you. Because you and I both know, we all know, that the past is over and doesn't exist. And that memory is a synthetic process. And of course, your past is only as good as the storyteller. So if you had a cruddy childhood and a cruddy past, go change it. It's not real anymore. Might as well improve your life. And somebody said, well, wait, well, who will I be? Well, I lose my identity. I said, well, no, you'll still be you. You'll be happier. And yeah, don't worry about it. You can still create your problems, but you just have to work harder at it. And that's the nice thing about this, taking control of your unconscious mind. And that's the real key. So I do have, I'm leaving, this is actually December the 5th. I'm leaving January 13th to 14th. I'm going to Brisbane. I'm doing a seminar in Brisbane, and also doing a seminar at the Gold Coast. And we're doing some training in Melbourne, and I think another seminar there too. So I thought, well, I better grab my coffee cup from Gold Coast, Starbucks of course. And actually this is a fresh ground Australian coffee bean right there in Australia. Very good too. And I hope this helps you understand what's the difference in a faster EFT and traditional EFT. Well, we use the same we use a lot of the same tapping points. We definitely tap. You know, we may use, even though I have this, but we don't use it as an aiming process. We use it, call it the peace process, making peace with the problem. Even though I have this, I love and accept myself totally and completely. Even though I have this problem, I love myself totally and completely. And so with FasterEFT, we're aiming differently so that you can mentally tap. That means you don't have to go even though. All you have to do is notice how you know you have a problem. We use understanding that inside of our mind we have memories, and within those memories, every character in the memory is really ourselves. There's so much stuff. And the nice thing about this is simple, it's easy. So this is Robert Smith here in Oklahoma, December 4th, 2010. I'll see you in Australia. Talk to you later, mate.